What's up, guys? I have for you today a Dark Souls 2 PC first impressions video. And yeah. So first off, I'm going to talk about the most important thing, the port game. How is the port, and is it as bad as the Dark Souls 1 port? Thankfully, because the game's for Windows Live succumbed to its own being a piece of poopiness, it is thousands of times better. You can buy this game, you can save, hallelujah. If you didn't know, if you didn't have the games for Windows Live Marketplace installed on your computer, you cannot save on Dark Souls 2. One of my friends had this problem. He tried everything to get this to work, and it just didn't work. That was the bottom line. A lot of people said he could do it with a cracked Dark Souls exe. He tried that, it didn't work. Although, well, he might have got a bad one, but yeah. The other thing was the graphics options were pretty bad. All you would get is what you're seeing right now, which is if you want it full screen, borderless windowed, or just windowed mode, what your resolution would be, and then you would get, you know, anti-aliasing and motion blur. Now, thankfully, you have all of this. You have texture quality, shadow quality, effects quality, anti-aliasing, motion blur, camera motion blur, which are two separate things, which are kind of weird. I don't like motion blur, so cool. Anisotropic filtering, SSAO, depth of field, water surface quality, high quality character rendering, and model quality. The only thing that I have to really say about this that I wish there was more of is the high quality character rendering. It's not really explained if this is only for your character, bosses, and NPCs. It doesn't say that, so that very well could be what characters are classified as, but for all we know, it could, you know, have high quality on just common enemies too, which, in my opinion, there should be a setting for that where you could have it on only important NPCs and bosses and not just these common enemies, which you really don't care about. But yeah, everything runs fine. It runs buttery smooth. It is just a fantastic port. It looks, I mean, it's whatever, really, but so yeah, let's get on into first impressions. Alright, so first step of character quality is we gotta find a name for our characters. What's our character's name gonna be? Alright, here's how we're gonna name our character. I actually typed in nothing. That's our character's name. There we go. That's an awesome name. It actually has vowels in it. Unlike every other time I do that, it doesn't have vowels. Then there's a cutscene, and here we go, character customization. So, classes. You're going to notice a few different things about this, and you're going to notice a few different things about the game just by the right-hand corner. We're going to get into those a bit later, though. So, classes. You have your standard warrior, fat roll knight, and then your swordsman, which is actually, it's basically the wanderer, except you start out with two weapons and you're dual wielding. You don't have a shield. Then there's the bandit, which starts out with an axe and a bow, so that's pretty cool. There is the cleric. That's all fine and dandy. Cleric actually isn't wearing shoes or gloves. I don't know if that's good. First we're explorer, which is brand new. He just starts out with a bunch of items. For some reason, crossbow bolts. Okay, then. Most importantly to know about the explorer is he starts out with a Pharaoh's Lockstone. Basically, those are used to unlock secret areas in the game, and you'll tell where to put these Pharaoh's Lockstones in by this weird like, face either on the floor or the wall. Then you have Deprived, which in this game starts out at soul level 1 instead of level 11, and no items except for the armor set you're wearing as you're, well, at the very beginning before you even have a class. So yeah, we're just gonna randomly pick something. We're gonna pick, is this a good idea? I think it is. Okay, now your gift. There is no master key, there's no pendant for some odd reason why you would ever choose that. This you have a life ring, which increases your HP by a bit. Awesome. Human effigy, which is basically humanity in this game. And humanity works a bit differently in that regard. Talk about that later as well. Healing wares, which are just a bunch of different healing items. Homeward Bone. The Seed of a Tree of Giants, which I don't even know what the fuck that does, but cool. Bonfire aesthetic, and a petrified something. We're just going to start out with the life ring. And now we get on to the actual character customization, where you can choose your gender, your build. Guess what? Big head's back. Your physique. And then you can choose all this other stuff. And you can even hit random. And instead of just giving you... Actually, this is kind of bad. This is kind of bad. I'll hit random again. So, it selects from a pool of just, like, pre-made faces. So, we'll just choose the... Oh, dear God. That one. So, I thought it just literally randomly generated things. I'm pretty sure it chooses from a pool. Because this is my second attempt at recording this, and the face... The first time I hit random, the face at the bottom right corner was the same face at the bottom right corner. And then you have just all these options, which are advanced. So if you want to make a character look really goofy, go ahead and do that. Then you just hit finish creation.
All people come here.
Blah blah blah, there's a cutscene. Awesome, now we're in the game. And yeah. You can kill these people if you want. I wouldn't recommend it, because one of these bitches got a ladle. Ladle's fucking hurt. And then the bonfire animation, I have to say, is really awesome. Another thing to note is, at the very beginning of the game, when you hit your first bonfire, boom, burnfire? Burnfire? Really? Really? Bonfire? Boom, you can travel. Awesome. You don't have to go through Anor Londo, you know, kill fucking Orenstein and Smo, and then get the Lord's Vessel. Fuck Orenstein and Smo. Hate them. And yeah. And also, remember, if you do choose the life ring, equip the life ring. So, now let's talk about the inventory, since, you know, we have addressed everything else that is kind of different. You're gonna notice, there's an extra slot for a weapon, and extra slot for weapon and shield, and there's 2 more ring slots, and there's, what, separate arrows, and separate bolts, and holy crap, a lot more belt slots? They have amazingly expanded the inventory. Am I fat rolling? I think I'm fat rolling. Yeah, the inventory is been expanded by a lot. And I mean a lot. So yeah. And you're gonna notice something at the bottom where your consumable items are. You're gonna see these life gems. What life gems are is they're a new source of healing. Let me see if I can take damage through here. I'm gonna try not to, but yeah. Man, that is gratifying. Soul Arrow looks a lot cooler. I don't know, this is actually my first time actually using magic in this game, so this is pretty cool. Soul Arrow looks pretty awesome. But Yeah, life gems are a new source of healing. Does he have a sword? He does not. Punch me, my good sir. Thank you for punching me. That actually kind of hurt a bit. Alright, so life gems are a new source of healing, but they're not a very good source of healing. You can move while using them, very slowly I might add, and it will slowly give you HP. And I do mean slowly give you HP. Oh yeah. But it is not a terrible means of healing. One complaint I have about the audio, though, is that I've just noticed is this grass is pretty derpy. And it can get very loud. Oh god, I have a sneeze. Oh, this is not good. Okay, I think good. But yeah. So there's that and whatnot. The tutorial is pretty nice, I have to say. It's a interesting little environment, and it doesn't start you off with like, do I need to fight this guy or not? The tutorial, I say, could have a boss fight though. In my opinion, having a boss fight at the end of the tutorial was really awesome. It kind of got you into the whole mentality is like, you're gonna have to kill a bunch of shit. But yeah. Log gates are back. That's all nice. This little nest here, you can use small, smooth, and silky stones to get items. I don't have any right now, because I forgot to go pick it up. But yeah. So yeah. I almost fucking died. That would have been embarrassing. Yeah, let's go ahead and head to Firelink. Is this Firelink? I don't know what that little like fog was. That's a glitch. Pretty sure that's a glitch. Oh man. Okay. And here is Majula, our brand new Firelink shrine. And you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, where are Estus flasks? Except you're not thinking that to yourself, because this game has been out for quite a while, and you've probably seen a video of it. So, let's go ahead and light the bonfire. Rest, snow, yeah. Oh man, my nose just started running. Not good. Anyways.
Are you? Babe. Go on.
Talk to this person. Again, talk to every NPC multiple times.
Babe.
Yeah. So, now is a good time to talk about the combat now that we're out of combat. As you saw, magic was pretty useful. Everything is basically the same. You got, your running attacks, you can dual wield weapons, everything's the same. Fat rolling, fast rolling, and midway rolling are in the game as well. Let me see if I can fast roll. Whatever. So yeah. The only real thing that's new is they took out kicking and replaced it with this shield break thing. What this does is it'll stun an enemy for a bit, and then you have a chance to basically execute them. Which I don't remember exactly how it's done. It's either by attacking them again, or up and then attack, like you would do to shield break again. Yeah. In my opinion, kicking though was a lot easier. Like, it seems in this one the delay is kind of odd. More often than not, I swing like that. But yeah. That's really all I can talk about in combat, except for the fact that I don't know if it'll actually let me show this. Ooh. Maybe if I go to attunement. I haven't dabbled a whole bunch of magic in Dark Souls series, but there seems to be a lot more slots for like spells, like that you can have, and that was mostly from the character creation. I should have talked about it then, but whatever. So now, the big question is the game difficult? As we all know, Dark Souls was basically pronounced as one of the hardest games I'll ever play. But in reality, it was just people... Well, how I can explain the difficulty of the Dark Souls and Demon Souls and all that, whatnot, is how hard do you want to make the game? Do you want to play smart and basically learn the boss's attack patterns and know when to strike? Or do you want to go in, literally just like run in here, hey, there's a boss, stab, 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 oh, I don't have any stamina left, can't roll, oh, I died. It's basically, do you want to rush in there like an idiot? Or do you want to be patient and not rush in there like an idiot? That's really what it boils down to. But, the other thing that I think is a lot better is, you see we only have one Estus Flask here. Well, you start out with the game only having one Estus Flask. And to get more, you need to get Estus Flask shards. And, quick tip, you can get your first one right here. At the beginning of the game, you'll have like 2 Estus Flasks. But to compensate for this, you have life gems. And Estus Flasks are a lot better at healing than life gems are. So, yeah. I don't know where I could go to damage myself right now. But I mean, that's that. Once you collect an Estus Flask shard, you go back to the Emerald Herald.
Bear.
And not level up, because that's the dumb thing to do. You upgrade your Estus Flask by giving an Estus Flask shard, and you get one more Estus Flask. And then you can strengthen your Estus Flasks, like +1, +2, by burning Sublime Bone Dust, instead of giving a Firekeeper a Firekeeper Soul. Now, there are like either 11 or 12 Estus Flask shards in the game, and I do not think you can get more on New Game Plus. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, please, correct me. I would love to know that for sure. And yeah. And then the other thing that I think is really awesome, and it has a lot more potential than what From Software put into it, is this. Oh no, I rolled off the cliff. Oops. Oh dang. I wonder what exactly is going to happen. I mean, obviously I lost all my souls, but I mean, I can't believe I just rolled off the cliff like that. Well, as you're going to notice, we're actually missing a bit of our health. Every time you die, you will lose a bit of your health. Well, a bit of your maximum HP. And basically you can get down to where you only have 50% of your maximum HP at most. And then to fix this, you need to use a human effigy, which is humanity. Now what I think From Software could do in like an update or something is add a hardcore mode. Basically, get rid of human effigies and make it to where every time you die, you lose a bit of health. Okay? But it doesn't cap at 50%. It caps at 100%. So, Once that's done, characters deleted, there you go. I think that would be really fun. And now the other thing to go along with humanity is invasions. We all know NPC invasions are, you know, one thing, but actual player invasions can be so much more devastating when somebody's on New Game Plus 7 and invading you. Well, you can actually be invaded while hollow, which is, well, not hollow, while undead, which is, you know, where you're all green and nasty. Which I honestly don't care all that much for. I mean, invasions are big whoop. You know, if it happens, it happens, whatever. But the more undead that you are, the less likely you are to get invaded. So that's good. And, yeah. So, overall, how does the game look? Well, texture quality isn't the best. And some plants don't look really all that great. Shadow quality, if you look directly at it, you'll notice, you know, a bit of pixelation and poopiness. Lighting, on the other hand, is really nice, and looking at stuff from certain angles, I don't know what was going on there. OBS was derping out a bit. But basically, once there's some wetness on there, you'll see a tiny bit of like sheen on the ground. And yeah. And then the character models look pretty decent. I'll give them that. Now, the big old question, should I buy this game? I love it. Like, I've played the game for about 6 hours. Not on one character. I actually deleted another character because I got pretty annoyed after I killed an NPC on accident that I didn't want to kill. So I deleted that character and restarted and, you know, found some stuff that I didn't actually find. You know, the whole exploration thing. And, you know, I've loved every minute of it. It is fun. It is not all that difficult. It's, honestly, you just gotta, you know, learn the game and know what's gonna happen, and then you'll be just perfectly fine. You can obviously screw up, and if you screw up, bad things happen. So, yeah. Right now on Steam it is $50, which is kinda steep. It's cheaper than on console, but you can actually get it on G2A, which I'll leave a link to that in the description. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but it's $25 on there. And yeah. So, that is my first impressions on Dark Souls. Dark Souls 2. I really like the game, and it is just a blast. So, with that said, I will see you guys next time. If you liked the video, be sure to, you know, like it or whatever. You don't have to, but, you know, it's always nice. And if you thought something could have been better in this type of video, please tell me in the comments. It is much appreciated. This is kind of like the first time I've done a first impressions video. So, I kind of want to, you know how it did. Yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, peace out.